Welcome everyone to SGTV.
Woo! Woo!
Interview session.
Oh my God.
Interview. Here now. We're in the building.
And I'm so excited to have the Harvard sailing team joining me today. Carolina Productions brought them, and I'm here with Billy, Rebecca, Clayton, Sarah, Chris, and Farron. I totally blanked, and I was just like, oh, they probably forgot my name. Ooh.
All's fair in love and war.
Yeah.
All's fair in love and war.
All fair.
All's fair.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
easy. That's really easy.
Fair. Now I'll never forget it now. So now
You better.
You better forget it.
So my first question for you guys is, why the name Harvard Sailing Team?
No one's ever asked us that. I'm kidding. Everyone asks us that. And we don't have a real satisfying answer.
No.
We sort of made it up because our style of comedy felt preppy and clean cut, and we were always, there were 9 of us, or 10 to start out with, so we were very team-y. So we sort of decided to be the Harvard Sailing Team as like a fictional team. But they actually do exist, and they did come to one of our comedy shows.
Really?
They're real
That's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they filed litigation against us.
Well, that's not.
No, it wasn't.
No.
They really did. They sent us a letter to put a waiver up on our webpage.
Right.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
the lawyer
Really?
from Harvard Sailing.
But not the kids.
No, they were really nice when we
The
met
kids
them.
were very
But their
nice.
lawyer definitely called me at 7 o'clock in the morning, making
wow.
all
It
these
was
really
nice.
strict.
It was nice, right?
It was nice. It was just a very just an intimidating phone call to get while you're making eggs in your boxer shorts. Yeah, like suddenly it's Harvard Sailing, Harvard's
Right.
lawyer.
So Billy wears boxers.
That was your next question?
Those are my bad.
Answered.
I was wearing my bad luck boxers.
And making eggs was not a euphemism. It's actually making eggs.
So I guess my second question is for kind of each of you to go around. Like, how did you guys initially get started? With sketch comedy. Was it something that you were always interested, like as you were younger or in college, or something that you always wanted to explore, or any part of like any drama things or that kind of stuff?
Sure.
Well, we all went to acting school, and we were all friends together in acting school, and we all went to NYU.
Mm-hmm.
We studied at the Atlantic Theater Company, and we all became friends, except for Billy, actually, who Billy and Chris grew up together on the same block. So when we graduated college, we all kind of decided to start doing sketch comedy. Because we had taken a sketch class in school and we really enjoyed it and we liked working together, and we brought Billy along.
Right.
Or,
For security.
Like found him on the street or something. Brought him in.
And that was the beginning of just a beautiful fairy tale.
11 years later.
11 whole years. Is that far enough back for you, or do you want like childhood details?
Oh, no. Childhood details, like, are your first
Yeah, I
memory
bury my
of.
fears and emotion in humor. You want to go there?
We can get real.
This isn't a therapy
We can get
session.
real.
But it can be. It can be a therapy.
So now, since a lot of your popularity has come from a lot of your YouTube channel and stuff, and I was wondering, like, what is your process of like creating a sketch? Do you all like kind of go around together and like, hey, or is one person like, I got this one idea and let's go this, and this, and you'll play this character or something like that?
Well, we used to bring in actual written scripts, and we soon realized that it was a lot easier for just to bring like kind of a funny idea into the room, and just to have all of us get up on our feet and kind of figure out how it should build and what the funniest way to like express that idea was. So, yeah, we sort of realized right away that 8 funny minds are better than 1 funny mind. So you bring your idea into the room and it becomes everyone's, and you just figure out where it goes.
And our background is pretty, we went to acting school together, and most of us grew up like theater nerds, loving musical theater and big theatrical, fun, whimsical productions.
You don't
So
have any
I-
more descriptive words you could throw out?
You weren't happy with whimsical?
That's fun.
Wow, Judgy Wudgy was a bill.
Judgy Wudgy.
Judgy Wudgy was a bill. Was a bill.
It was me.
So I would say that is always kind of influencing what our choice. I sometimes can't speak words. It's always influencing what the choice is that we think makes it the funniest. Bill?
Yeah, what Clayton said is right. It's just like knowing your group of friends. When everyone thinks something's funny, you probably say it again or probably retell the joke later, and we just do that with sketch comedy.
So now, what are some personal favorite skits of you guys that you've all done? Like one that kind of you stick around or you bring up a lot. And you're just like, man, that was really enjoyable, really funny, kind of like a running joke or whatever.
We did a sketch once where Clayton and I played two people who were stranded on the side of a cold mountain, and we didn't have chapstick, so our lips would be pursed together like...
No, we did have chapstick, but our lips kept chapping up because it was so dry and high on the mountain.
Oh, so we kept...
Having to reapply.
And then your lips would go back down.
And then we'd have to put chapstick on.
Now, of course, you asked me what my favorite sketch... This has nothing to do with the audience's reaction to that sketch. Right. Because that was,
I think we only did it once.
We only
very well
did that
received.
sketch
It
once.
bombed. It's safe to say that bombed.
There was another sketch called Fanny Baseball, in which Farron, which rhymes with Karen, was up to bat, and we were all rooting for her, and that was also not a big hit, but we liked it.
We tend to like the ones that go horribly wrong. We find a lot of delight in bombing on stage together, and we bring it up constantly. So those are just two of hundreds of horrible sketches we've done that we love.
That's awesome.
Yeah, the ones that work are just boring.
You want ones that kind of flavor or like something where it doesn't go
like
wrong.
we like the runts of the litter, you know what I mean? Like we're like that kind of gang.
That's great. Now since you're coming tonight performing at University of South Carolina, I wanted to know, like, do you have a different style, or I know some like comedians and stuff they use like a different approach when they're doing comedy for college kids. Do you guys have a different method, or will you add more jokes or things like that?
Well, we've been aged out of a lot of jokes. Like we would do jokes that are the references that you guys would just not get. Like,
Do you guys know what the show
sad.
Home Improvement is?
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
We could have gave you gold. We could have gave you gold.
Do you know how the theme song goes?
Come on, dude.
No.
If we give you the first couple notes, do you think that you could start singing along?
Probably not. All I
There's
know
no
is
lyrics.
Tim Allen.
No?
To your credit, that was a terrible job that we just did.
Yes, we did a bad job.
So we don't do that sketch.
Right.
Yeah, we also have a Saved by the Bell sketch that we don't do because, again,
Our references are stale.
Like, is that relevant to you? Is that show is there anything like nostalgic about that show to you, or is that like way beyond?
I feel like some people have that nostalgia to say, oh, I was cool. I watched Saved by the Bell, when I was
before the
2
time.
or something like that.
I was 2
exactly
when
like
I
that.
You have to have an older
we're
brother or
so old.
sister to watch
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, I feel like everybody. Well, with Netflix and now everyone's like, yeah, I watched that on Netflix or whatever. It seems like that's like the running joke, like, oh, Netflix and chill. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, we don't know what that means.
yeah,
Some of us know what that means. This is very, very current.
we don't reference a lot of current pop culture. When we do reference pop culture, it's usually like people who are some sort of from a past generation, like Tony Braxton pops up sometimes, Lauryn Hill, Mark Anthony. Who else am I missing here? But just people.
The Marlboro Man.
Yeah. We're doing a sketch this evening that references musicals, all of which have since closed on Broadway. But we still sing about, we still reference those
Shrek,
musicals.
Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Right.
Les Mis is back, so I guess that's
Thank
good.
God.
Thank
So that's
God.
relevant.
We're relevant now.
yeah.
So relevant again.
We're so old that we're now relevant again.
We're relevant because of Les Miserables.
That's about all you need to know about Harvard.
That's how edgy we are.
We're relevant because of Les Miserables.
Blowing up.
Blowing up on the phone.
Tell us.
Gamecocks! Gamecocks! Gamecocks!
Oh, he's
Well,
not coming
it's,
back. He's not coming back.
Yeah, it was somebody that we're doing something later on where we interview drunk people downtown and
No
get their
way.
interests. So that's like
Are they
we're planning
already
on
drunk?
that.
Did they just text
No.
you when they're already drunk?
No,
Waiting.
we're working on planning of that, but So I guess kind of my next thing, because now when you do your skits, for people, do you have kind of like a general idea what you're doing? Like you said, you kind of have your own idea and then you kind of go with it. Does that change with every skit that you do, depending on like either, how the audience is feeling, or is it just something that you kind of just,
We're always looking to improve
Yeah.
sketches.
Mm-hmm.
We're always looking to find out what works about them. I mean, back when we would perform live with more frequency, we would be able to do that. But we don't perform live that much anymore. We come to colleges and we'll do an occasional live show, but we don't do it enough.
Not every week.
Right, to sort of craft those sketches in that way and sort of feel out how the audience responds. But we used to, when we performed with good frequency, we would adjust these things here and there depending on what got laughs and stuff.
And we do still have a few sketches that we really play around in a lot, and that are a lot of improv. We just know kind of what beats we have to hit and how it starts and how it ends. So we do get to play around a bit in those sketches.
Mm-hmm. We kind of know what to expect from everyone. So if something goes off, we can usually follow them and then come back
Okay.
when it's time.
We know who to blame when something doesn't.
That's
work.
what it's all about.
Karen, we blame Karen.
And if the audience falls asleep, we know it's not working.
But then we'll fall asleep with them. That's the thing. We'll go out there and sleep too.
And that's a good show.
Everyone-
That's still
everyone
a
leaves
good
happy.
show. I mean,
And rested.
Rested.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Health.
nice.
That's another word.
College.
How often do you guys do a Chick-fil-A? I mean, like, because when I go to the cafeteria, I mean, like, I'm probably going to do Chick-fil-A 4 or 5 times a week.
Wow.
Wow.
You have
That's
to.
a
There.
pretty good estimate. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I go
Really?
back home, I gotta take the summers off from
Right.
Chick-fil-A. 'Cause it's just
Right.
like
So that you want it
Chick-fil-A
again in the
overload.
fall.
Yeah. Then you're craving it, and then
Right.
have chicken sandwich overload, and you're just like
Yep.
my bowels, like my arteries are clogged with all the the chicken.
Is there like a Chick-fil-A sandwich challenge where people have had,
Ew.
I'll eat the most sandwiches in one sitting?
Probably. I mean, some people grab 3, 4. I feel like some people do it after workouts because they
Okay.
want the protein or whatever.
Yep.
But
What else do you have? You have Taco Bell?
yeah, we have Taco Bell.
How would you rank them in popularity
stay
on
with that.
campus right
I
now?
could tell you
Yeah.
that Woodstock salads is 0.
No.
Nobody was there.
Nobody's hanging out
You'd be
over-
surprised at lunch when the
Woodstock Salads
green
is the official
people,
sponsor of the
come.
The
They want to
green
get their.
Are they
Well-
known as the green people?
I just call them the green people, but the hipsters or whatever from your hipster sketch. That kind of, yeah, a lot of them. It's pretty interesting, like the way you guys do your sketches is kind of built into. Seems like where you've kind of hear them kind of in the brutal honesty of like how like people speak. Like it kind of one like spoke like when I watched that video and I was like, that's my friend right there. That's him.
Yeah.
He's all about him. But I kind of wanted to ask you guys, obviously one of your most popular sketches on there, and one of my favorites too, is the boys will be girls and the girls will be boys sketch.
Yes.
I just kind of want to know how that came to conceptualization and, like doing that, and like what was that process?
Yeah, I brought the idea to rehearsal, and the guys totally validated it and drew it out. It was just the guys acting like girls. I think
Did
it
we
was.
start with the girls first?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, we start
No.
with the guys. Okay.
We just sat in rehearsals and just came up with. I mean, we just.
We did
laughed
start
the
with
whole
the
time.
girls.
Yeah, you're right.
did
Yeah,
start
we
with
did
the
start with
girls,
the
so
girls.
thank
The
you.
girls one was first.
So the
Farron.
girls did that,
Nuh-uh.
and then we decided to do the boys acting
We
like
did.
the girls because we came up with the guys acting
Yeah.
like the girls on the spot. There
Yeah.
was
Yes,
never a
correct.
script.
Correct.
Yeah.
We did it a bunch of times in rehearsal. It was so fun. It was like one of those things where it's so fun that we wanted to keep doing it, and it got better. But we did it for about a year live before we filmed it.
Then that was one that back in our day when we were performing regularly, speaking to what we were talking about earlier, we really developed and, critiqued and would change things here and there every week to perfect it.
To get it to what the video ended up looking like. And it wasn't even our instinct to turn it into a video. A guy who we knew loosely came to our show and said that should be a video for you guys, and he did us a big favor by making it, or at least shooting it for us.
Wow.
But yeah,
Mhm.
that was-
His name's John Emmerling.
that's right.
Yeah.
On it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah,
Still making vids.
yeah. He encouraged us to make we shot everyone with him. I'm pretty sure, right?
All 3, yeah.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. It was from the live show first.
Wow, interesting. So is that like how like most of your skits come available, or is it kind of like some you just kind of create originally just for video?
It's a healthy mixture. I think some things that we do on stage just seem like they're gonna work really well on screen, and then some ideas we'll have, it's just they're almost impossible to execute on stage, so we'll just do a video of those. But yeah, so kind of half and half.
Yeah.
The most rehearsed. I mean, there's just some like Boys Will Be Girls feels very kind of like rehearsed. There's some videos that you could just, at least we could tell, that we just did quickly. It seemed funny. Maybe it'll work out. And then there are definitely others that just feel a lot more kind of weighted down. Boys Will Be Girls being one.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I could tell with the star transition one. I don't know, because like we're
Oh my
film
God.
members. Like we found that hilarious because
Oh, is it
we're
Star
Wife.
in the bad transitions. Like we always have a joke like in our thing, like, you know, don't ever use a page turn for the transition or something. And I was just dying at it. It seems like it's a more thing of like people who edit videos and stuff. It was just
Niche.
like kind of a interesting part of that. But so I kind of wanted to follow up on so what do you guys plans of what do you guys have done recently? Like, are you focusing on more like TV or videos, kind of that sort of stuff?
Yeah, we are maybe working on ideas for TV, and we're also interested in doing longer form videos like short films. And yeah, I think that's where our line of focus is. And but you know, there's always, whenever we're together, there's always whatever funniest thing happens we'll go with. So there's a chance that we'd also make videos and that kind of thing too.
You know, we'll write a musical. Maybe we'll go into novels. Who knows?
Or maybe we'll make denim jeans or
Fashion is always
comic books.
very topical.
So-
Jewelry at a
3D
flea
printer.
market. You
I
never
want to
know.
buy a Subway franchise
Oh.
because I feel like it's a low right now. It's at a low right now with Jared.
We spend a lot of time making plans just to hang out with each other, like in large group, isolated scenarios, like going to Big Bear for the weekend.
Oh yeah,
Or having
the big plan we have on the docket is we're going to a Melissa Etheridge concert.
You are.
To celebrate our
November.
To celebrate our 10-year anniversary
November.
belatedly.
Yes.
So really our 11-year anniversary.
So that's our most sort of important prioritized project right now. Is
And
going to Morongo Resort and Casino and going to see Melissa Etheridge on November 7th.
We just booked the tickets in the hotel today, so we're very excited.
And Melissa Etheridge was a sketch that we did that was also probably one of our old favorites that was like lukewarm in terms of the way it was received.
Yeah.
But in our hearts it lives on, and we will still every once in a while do the physical gesture to that kind of was born out of the sketch.
Do you know who Melissa Etheridge is?
Oh boy!
It's worth noting that if people haven't seen our videos, we are a sketch comedy group made up of 58-year-olds. We are between 50 and
Sounds like
63
that.
years old.
Sounds like
We're
that.
grandmas.
Melissa Etheridge. Oh man.
Anybody
Who
in
is-
this room know who that is?
I'm trying to think of her. Not only
Come to my window.
her
You've
style.
never heard of Come to My Window?
Okay, so there's
Like
one
driving to the
person that
bank
knows
with
who
your
she is.
parents, you probably heard like 70
She was
Melissa
huge in the
Etheridge
90s.
songs.
I heard all in my car when I was a kid. It was Jewel and Sarah McLachlan. That's all I
Come
heard.
to my window.
Oh, Bill.
You don't know this? No. Come inside, wait by the light of the moon.
Take it away.
And I'll sing, while he sings that, I'll sing the Home Improvement theme song. So go ahead.
Come to my window, I'll be home soon. I'll be home, I'm coming home. I don't care.
Beautiful. Bill.
We're huge with
Fantastic.
parents. Parents really like
Parents really love us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We're probably the same age as your
have,
parents.
yeah, I'll have my mom listen to it later, and then she'll
Yeah.
know who it is.
She
Like,
does.
why did-
Melissa
she's like, why do you
Etheridge.
know who Melissa Etheridge was?
Yeah.
Like, you look like
You
an
should
idiot.
hang out with those guys.
Nothing like this.
Hang out with my mom?
kids.
Cool.
Oh, man.
It's so weird that happens.
So I wanted to do one more thing, if you guys would be down for this.
Yeah.
Something a little bit different. I have a couple improv ideas here, if you're willing to do this for me. I know, it's a little bit different.
Just throw 'em out.
So ready.
So you guys are a producer on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, and currently, right now, two of the women are getting into this huge fight. Okay. The police might have to be called, and you guys are in charge of getting into the fight. I want the girls to play one of the a couple of housewives, and the guys could be the producers trying to figure it out.
Idea.
Okay.
Okay.
So specific.
All right.
And action. Oh, New Jersey.
New Jersey's
How about
crazy.
that turnpike?
New Jersey makes me so mad at you.
Oh, and the driver made me mad at you.
Yeah, well,
my
I'm mad at you
driver.
because we're in New Jersey and I don't even like New Jersey.
Ladies,
and I don't
please,
know
I-
why. Sir, I'm trying to have a fight with my New Jersey
I
friend.
know we said we wanted more drama, but this is too much. Traffic, no way.
Don't even get me started. Did
Have
you
you
say the word
have you ever
Governor
driven on the
Christie,
New Jersey
it's really
Turnpike?
weird right
Sir,
now.
Oh, don't get me started.
don't
on
get
the
her
pike.
started. She can't even get started.
You know what? I'm mad at you because you are even talking about the pike.
Well,
Can
what?
some
Sorry?
of my boy producers back me up here, please?
I'm a producer too.
Thank you, producer.
I was at Six Flags Great Adventure. That's also in New Jersey.
Oh, don't even get Rebecca started about Six Flags Great Adventure. Don't even get her started.
I'm a producer too. I'm a lady and I'm a producer.
Wait, who let her be
Who
a
is
producer?
she? She's
Why
not-
is there
She's an
a bad
intern. She's an
producer?
intern.
that.
She got in.
Get her off the microphone.
I'm a man and I'm a real housewife.
Interesting.
He's an intern. He's an intern.
He's an intern. Get him out of here.
No, I'm not an intern. I'm a real man housewife.
Prove it.
I'll expose myself to you
Okay.
How?
like this.
You are a housewife.
Housewife.
Wow, this show's gonna get the best
Now we
ratings.
can fight with you too. Don't even get us started, right, Rebecca?
Don't even get me saying,
Don't
you know
even
what?
get us
Here's a
started.
jewel. Here's a diamond necklace. You deserve this.
And scene.
Good job. Good improv,
Hear
guys.
that?
Really proud.
Can you tell that? Can you tell that we don't?
We didn't study
Watch
improv.
it.
I know. No, I just wanted to do something really quick.
That was fun. That was very fun.
Well, I guess that about wraps it up. I appreciate on the fabulous rendition of The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank Farron, Billy, Rebecca, Clayton, Sarah, and Chris. Sorry
Thank
for
you.
sitting
There's a
down
lot
with
of
me
us. It's all right.
for a little while, and I wish you guys the best of luck at your performance. And thanks for joining me.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Great job.